Good afternoon, Dr. Gary here, Dr. Gary on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. Today's topic is, how do you respond to a seller that says, I need this many dollars out of this sale? What do you say to that? Anyway, we are dental practice brokers nationwide. We have 10 employees, and we're in 25 states now. We're working every day except Christmas and Easter, and you can reach us from 7:30 a.m. East Coast to 10 to 9:30 p.m. Just give us a call. We'll be there. All the information you're about to hear is for entertainment purposes. It's not business or legal advice. Our phone number is 201-663-0935. So call us if you have questions, you just want to chat, we'll be happy to talk to you. No fee for that. Also, if you are a seller selling a large practice to a DSO, we can help you choose who are the best DSOs. There'll be no commission to you, and the DSO will pay our commission. We're independent. We pick and choose what we think the best DSOs are. If you work with us, sometimes, based on certain criteria, you can also get all legal fees reimbursed upon successful closing. So give us a call. We can talk to you about that. Anyway, so how do you respond when the seller tells us, I need this blank number of dollars, this many dollars out of this deal. This is what I need. Well, the answer to that is very simple. What you require, Dr. Seller, out of a deal has nothing to do with the value of a deal. That's simply your personal request, what you need out of it. Well, and we hear this all the time. I need blank number of dollars out of this deal. Well, that's great that you have at least a focus on what your needs are. But your needs have nothing to do with the value of the practice. Your practice is based on market value, cash flow. Just because you need $80,000 more than the market price or the market value, we can't help you with that. We can try and wait to see if we have somebody that will pay you that amount of money, but we're not there yet. With most practices, the buyer is going to listen to the bank is going to dictate how much they'll lend, and that's the price of the practice. What the buyer is willing to pay for it, what the seller is willing to let it go, and what the bank's willing to finance, and what their appraisal is. You just got to listen to that. But many times, sellers insist, I need this amount out of it. Second scenario, we have a doctor that put $520,000 into the practice within the last year. Well, when you put that kind of money into a practice, it is supposed to translate to higher earnings, right? Or else why would you spend that much? So the value of that $500,000 extra equipment, build out, cone beams and all that should be evident in an increased growth. So just because you put $400,000 or $500,000 in doesn't mean the value is worth that much more. Certainly it has a little more marketability, that's for sure. And if a buyer was looking for that specific equipment, we may be able to okay there, and the buyer's willing to spend some extra money, but it doesn't make it more valuable. You see what I mean? So the seller that just spent $500,000 doesn't mean we're going to get $500,000 on top of the sale price of the practice, because people respond. If you put $500,000 in, it should yield more money to the practice, even though it looks beautiful and the doctor relaxes more. But the equipment should be more efficient. It should be able to turn out more work, and that's your answer. Or wait a couple years, or don't do the renovations at all. Let the doctor do the renovations, the buyer, because every buyer is going to have different needs. No matter how spectacular you make an office look, there's going to be a buyer that doesn't like it. So you don't want to spend all that kind of money. I would not have recommended anybody spending $500,000 and then trying to sell the practice. I don't think that is a wise investment. But one doctor did it, so we'll have to do the best we can. That doesn't mean you can't find somebody out there willing to overpay. It is possible. But generally, it's more challenging, and you shouldn't be spending that money. Anyway, those are just some tips for you. Those are some tips for you today. Thank you.